Welcome back to your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Yanks continue to roll 6-3 over the Royals. Yankees 41-25, Royals 34-34. We saw a bunch of great stuff last night. Judge 1 for 4 with a bomb to right center, a walk. Bellinger hit, Volpe hit, Wells hit. Again, just such a balanced team. This team is absolutely rolling. It's definitely set for a postseason run. They're just getting better and better, and Goldschmidt is just a stud. He's just performing so well. There's so many guys. Grisham in center field. It's just tremendous contributions from a variety of guys as they continue to roll. There's such a balanced team. Just incredibly impressive performance. And the Royals are, they're 500, but they're not a bad team. They saw this team in the ALDS last year. So, again, just there's this lineup is long. You have Judge there, but then you have Stanton, and then you have Wells, and then you have Bellinger. Bellinger brings such balance. He hit a triple last night, roped it in the gap. Goldschmidt goes the other way to right field with a big base hit. They put up a 5 spot in the second inning. It's just these guys can hit. They can hit to all fields. Ben Rice got in the mix with a great base hit to left field going the other way. So, again, these guys can hit for power. And they can also hit to a variety of different fields. This is a very difficult lineup to pitch. Grisham makes a great play in center field. This is a very, very good team, and this team went to the World Series last year. They are better this year, and they are far more balanced. And credit goes to Cashman and the front office for making these moves and seeing untapped potential that perhaps many of us, me included, did not see. Clark Schmidt is really learning how to pitch. So last night, he was I wouldn't say his control was the best. And I think it's one of the most impressive pitching performances that I've seen from him. So he pitches 6 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 hits. And he did leave some balls up in the zone that were missed, and that tends to happen. But what I like about Schmidt is his sweeper is really, really good, even when he misses. So a couple times it's 87 to 86 miles an hour, but it backed up on him a couple times, and he got strikeouts from Salvi and Bobby Witt Jr. But it plays really, really well to lefties down and in. You saw that working really, really well. His knuckle curve to Caglione down and in, just a really tight breaking ball, and then fastball, good changeup away. Really in his cutter also too, backdooring lefties and then inside to lefties. So really learning how to pitch. We knew he had good stuff, but I think not only is the confidence gaining, you're seeing him navigate a lineup second, third time through the order, and it's really, really impressive. We thought this guy could do it, but I think he's proving to himself that he can, and it's really great to see. And he's doing it with a variety of pitches at a variety of different speeds, which is the whole name of the game of pitching. Stan and Stroman are pretty close. So so Stanton has been playing, and he had a base hit the other day, but Stroman pitched. So we haven't seen Stroman or Stanton on a big league field together since, I think, September of last year. But they both played on Wednesday, yesterday, at AA Somerset Patriots with their rehab assignment. So Stroman pitched for the first time since landing on the IL since April 12th with a left knee inflammation. Pitched 3 1/3 innings, struck out 4, only allowed 1 earned run, and only 1 hit to the Portland Sea Dogs, the Red Sox AA affiliate. That's pretty good. 27 out of 46 pitches for strikes. 8 of his 10 outs were either ground outs or strikeouts, which is what you want. He's a sinker, seam shifted wake pitcher with a slider away. So you want to see either strikeouts or a lot of ground balls from him, and that's when he's right. And so those are the results that you're looking for, and that's the outing that you want. The knee felt good, free and easy. He was really positive about it, and I think they're very encouraged. So I mean, if you can get him back, that's fantastic. I thought that was going to be a while, but he looked very, very good last night. And then Stanton smashes an RBI double last night. He looks really good. I think he's ready to go. I think they're just cautious, and rightly so, because he has such a huge history with injuries. But he went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs in his first rehab game. So I think this team is rolling, and if they get these two guys back, they're going to be very, very tough to beat. So who are the Yankees going to get at the trade deadline? Well, I've talked about a couple people. I think they need a big right-handed starter or a big starting pitcher. So Sandy Alcantara from the Marlins would be viable. Nick Martinez from the Reds, I think, is a kind of a sleeper. He's really good. They have a really good rotation. They just can't hit. I don't think they're going to be able to win the NL Central just because there's a lot of good teams in there. But Martinez is reliable. He could slot into the Yankees rotation really easily, or just serve as a swingman in the postseason. And I think the Reds will move him because they're not going to be able to compete right now. And I think they can get something for him. We've talked about Eugenio Suarez. I talked about that yesterday. Ahmed Rosario, an infielder for the Nationals, I think would be solid. But I think they're pretty good with utility infielders unless they get an awesome third baseman. So I don't really see a move for that. I want to see another bullpen arm. So I think Felix Bautista from the Orioles, since they've really underwhelmed this year, he's a top-tier closer, but it's going to cost them a lot. But if you're in a win-now mode, which they are, the Yankees have the license to print money, and they have a ton of prospects. You have to give up one of your top prospects to get a premier closer. I know Williams got the save last night, but you do it. So my top picks, or who I really want, is Alcantara, a starter, or Felix Bautista, and a third baseman. And I would really, really like Eugenio Suarez, a power bat, ideal fit at third base. So those are my top 3 guys that I think the Yankees should get: Bautista, Alcantara, and Suarez, because I think those are the 3 biggest needs: a starter, a reliever, and a third baseman. Everywhere else, they're pretty good. They have a lot of utility guys. They have a lot of bench guys. But those 3 spots, I think they could use an upgrade. That's been your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Join me tomorrow and every weekday for a Yankees update. Yanks go tonight, 7:40 Eastern start against KC. Should be a good one, and I'll be here tomorrow to recap that game for you and for more updates. Have a good day. Take care.